Your brain loses 13% of its repair capacity every decade after 60. But there's something you can do tonight. I'm speaking to you as a physician who has witnessed something deeply concerning in clinical practice. The gradual decline of visual clarity and cognitive function in adults over 60. This isn't about disease states. This is about the daily struggles. Vision that requires 10 minutes to focus each morning. Walking into rooms without remembering your purpose. Screen time that becomes uncomfortable within minutes. Recent research published in the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging revealed something striking. Over 92% of adults over 65 lack at least one essential nutrient needed for cellular repair during sleep. Not during waking hours. During sleep. That means every night, your body attempts to rebuild memory pathways and restore visual function without adequate nutritional support. What if the solution has been sitting in your kitchen this entire time? Today, I'm sharing a protocol based on peer-reviewed research. For specific beverages that support brain and eye restoration during your natural repair cycles. This isn't about supplements or pharmaceutical interventions. This is about whole food nutrition, prepared correctly, consumed at optimal times. I've observed patients transition from significant memory lapses and visual fatigue to waking refreshed. Seeing with clarity. Recalling information effortlessly. The mechanism? Supporting your body's innate regenerative systems with precise nutritional timing. The first one might surprise you. It's orange. It's familiar. And most people are using it completely wrong. First beverage, carrot. Carrot juice directly nourishes both retinal tissue and the prefrontal cortex, the center of memory and executive function. Here's the physiological mechanism. Carrots contain high concentrations of beta-carotene, which converts to vitamin A in your system. Vitamin A maintains photoreceptor cell health, the specialized cells allowing low light vision. Without sufficient vitamin A, these cells degenerate. Night vision diminishes. Visual clarity decreases. Eye dryness increases. But there's more. Carrot juice contains lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids clinically proven to protect macular tissue, the region responsible for sharp central vision. These compounds don't merely prevent damage. They facilitate recovery from oxidative stress, particularly after years of screen exposure and ultraviolet light. But the brain benefits? Those might be even more significant. And there's one crucial preparation mistake that blocks absorption completely. Carrot juice provides falcarinol, a plant compound demonstrated to protect neuronal membranes and reduce brain tissue inflammation. A study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience from 2021 showed remarkable results. Daily consumption of beta-carotene-rich juice improved working memory and cognitive recall in adults over 65, particularly those showing early cognitive changes. The study measured participants drinking 250 milliliters of carrot juice every morning for 8 weeks. They demonstrated a 13% improvement in visual recall assessments compared to control groups. 13% represents the difference between forgetting a neighbor's name and remembering where you placed your keys. Here's the critical factor most people miss. Carrot juice nutrients are fat-soluble. Your body cannot absorb them effectively without one specific addition. I'll explain exactly what that is and why it matters so much. The preparation protocol is specific. Use 2 to 3 medium carrots, peeled and freshly juiced. Add fresh ginger if desired for additional anti-inflammatory properties, or lemon for enhanced vitamin C content. Most importantly, consume it with breakfast. Specifically, with a meal containing healthy fats. Even whole grain toast with avocado provides sufficient fat for optimal absorption. This small detail transforms effectiveness completely. When your system receives proper nutritional support, visual acuity improves. Mental clarity sharpens. Your entire day shifts. The next beverage works faster than any other. Within 30 minutes, you may notice changes. It's deep red, earthy, and it addresses something most people never connect to: brain fog. Second beverage, beet. Most adults over 60 don't associate blood flow with memory loss or visual decline. But they should. Because without robust circulation, your brain and eyes receive insufficient oxygen, the fundamental element they require for survival. Beet juice contains concentrated dietary nitrates. When consumed, these nitrates convert to nitric oxide, a signaling molecule that instructs blood vessels to relax and expand. This process is called vasodilation. As vessels expand, oxygen-rich blood reaches brain tissue and retinal structures, delivering the resources these organs need for cellular repair, especially during nighttime restoration cycles. A clinical trial published in Nitric Oxide Journal in 2020 showed significant findings. Adults over 60 consuming beet juice daily demonstrated improved cerebral blood flow, particularly in the frontal lobe, the area controlling attention, decision-making, and short-term memory. But the speed of this effect? That's what makes it truly remarkable. The same research revealed something else. After just 4 weeks, participants showed faster reaction times and enhanced focus during cognitive assessments. For visual health, nitric oxide plays an equally protective role. It supports the retinal vascular network, helping prevent microvascular damage that contributes to age-related macular changes. Research in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics from 2019 confirmed this. Increased nitric oxide production from beet consumption helped maintain retinal thickness and reduced oxidative stress in aging subjects. What distinguishes beet juice from others? Speed of action. Unlike fat-soluble compounds requiring extended absorption time, nitric oxide production begins within 30 minutes of consumption. That means enhanced focus, improved circulation, and clearer vision, sometimes within the same day. The preparation timing is crucial though. There's one specific window during the day when this becomes exponentially more effective. The protocol is straightforward. Use 1 medium raw beet. Peel it. Slice it. Juice it with a small apple or half an orange to balance the natural earthiness. Consume it in the afternoon, between 2 and 4 p.m. Precisely. This is when most people experience energy decline and reduced mental clarity. You can pair consumption with a brief walk to maximize circulatory benefits. But even independently, the effects are substantial. 1 glass daily provides the oxygen-rich blood flow your brain and eyes desperately require. Now we're moving to something completely different. A beverage that doesn't just protect existing cells. It actually helps your body create new ones, even after decades of decline. Third beverage, blueberry. Some foods protect. Some actually help rebuild what time has diminished. Blueberry juice does both. Blueberries represent one of nature's richest sources of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that don't merely fight inflammation. They stimulate neurogenesis, the creation of new brain cells. This isn't theoretical. A landmark study in the Journals of Gerontology Series A, from 2020, demonstrated this. Seniors consuming wild blueberry juice daily, for 12 weeks, experienced significant improvements. Memory recall increased. Processing speed accelerated. And MRI scans showed enhanced neural activation. Researchers attributed these effects to anthocyanins crossing the blood-brain barrier, reducing oxidative stress in the hippocampus, and enhancing brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein helping brain cells survive and develop. For the eyes, the mechanism is just as powerful. And there's one patient story that demonstrates this better than any research data. In visual health, anthocyanins protect retinal ganglion cells, critical structures, transmitting visual signals from eye to brain. Research from Molecular Vision in 2019 found regular blueberry extract intake preserved retinal structure in older subjects, even under oxidative damage conditions. This is why blueberry juice proves so effective. It doesn't merely slow decline. It supports cell regeneration in the systems, maintaining clear thinking and sharp vision. One of my patients, Helen, 74 years old, experienced frustrating reading difficulties. Words would blur. Her cognitive processing felt slower. She began drinking blueberry juice each evening. Within weeks, she returned to her crossword puzzles. Sharp. Focused. Smiling again. The preparation timing for this one is different from the others. And the reason why relates to your brain's natural repair schedule. The protocol requires 1 cup of fresh or frozen wild blueberries. Blend with water, or half a banana for thicker consistency. Consume it in the evening, approximately 90 minutes before sleep. This timing aligns with when your brain initiates its nightly repair cycle. These nutrients can immediately support that process. Blueberry juice won't transform everything overnight. But when you provide your brain and eyes with proper building blocks, they respond. They rebuild. Even after years of decline. Even after decades. The final beverage might be the most underestimated of all. It's green. Humble. And it might represent the ultimate support for aging minds and tired eyes. Fourth beverage, spinach. Spinach remains one of the most underrated brain and eye foods available. When juiced, you access its complete potential. Spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids literally stored in macular tissue. The central retinal area, responsible for sharp, detailed vision. With aging, these protective pigment levels decline. The macula becomes vulnerable to oxidative stress, ultraviolet damage, and inflammation. The root causes of visual blurring and macular degeneration. But spinach juice offers more than protection. It supports functional repair. Research published in Nutrients during 2020 found higher blood concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin from leafy greens, directly associated with improved contrast sensitivity and faster visual processing speed, especially in older adults. For the brain though, spinach provides something entirely different. Something that affects mood, motivation, and memory simultaneously. Spinach provides concentrated folate, a B vitamin essential for neurotransmitter production, particularly dopamine and serotonin, the brain's mood and motivation chemicals. More importantly, folate regulates homocysteine, a compound that in elevated amounts becomes toxic to brain cells and strongly correlates with cognitive decline. In 2018, a randomized trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed this connection. Older adults with low folate levels scored lower on memory and attention assessments. When folate was restored through dietary intervention, cognitive function improved measurably. Spinach also delivers vitamin K, supporting brain cell membrane integrity and playing a role in myelin formation, the protective covering around neurons, helping signals travel faster. What makes spinach juice especially powerful is its synergistic profile. But there's one caution you need to know before using it. Spinach juice provides a balanced combination. Antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and essential vitamins working together to protect, nourish, and reactivate dormant pathways. However, there's one consideration. Spinach contains oxalates. These can interfere with calcium absorption. May not be optimal in large quantities for individuals with kidney concerns. Moderation is essential. The protocol: use 1 large handful of raw spinach. Combine with a green apple or half a cucumber to balance flavor. Juice fresh and consume mid-morning or before lunch. This timing allows optimal nutrient absorption without interference from heavy meals. Even 1 small glass delivers noticeable clarity to vision and cognition. Now you understand all 4 beverages. But how do you combine them? There's a specific daily pattern that maximizes effectiveness. Let me show you exactly what I use with patients. Let me provide a simple, gentle routine. A protocol you can follow daily. Even with the busiest schedule or most sensitive digestive system. The key is working with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. Your eyes and brain repair themselves most during sleep. But they also experience activity peaks during the day, especially morning and late afternoon. Start your day with carrot juice. Shortly after waking. It provides retinal tissue with vitamin A and carotenoids, needed to reset and focus. Early afternoon, between 2 and 4 p.m. consume beet juice. This is when energy typically drops, and circulation slows. 1 glass can restore mental sharpness, and improve blood flow, precisely when your brain needs it most. Evening, 90 minutes before sleep, drink blueberry juice. This activates antioxidant pathways, boosts protective factors, and supports retinal nerves during sleep. Where does spinach fit? And do you need all 4, every single day? The answer might surprise you. Spinach juice works best earlier in the day. Mid-morning, or with lunch. The folate, vitamin K, and lutein support neurotransmitter balance and macular repair. They absorb better when your stomach isn't too full or too empty. You don't need all 4 juices every single day. You can rotate. 2 juices daily is sufficient. Or focus on 1 for a full week, then switch. What matters is consistency, not perfection. These beverages aren't instant solutions. They're tools. Over time, they restore small systems inside you that modern life wears down. The fragile blood vessels in your retina. The communication pathways between brain cells. The memory circuits dulled by stress, inflammation, or simply time. You may not feel changes on day 1. But stay with it. Because healing doesn't happen in a single night. It happens when you decide to support your body, every day. A little at a time. But is it too late for you? If you've watched this far, let me say something important. You're not here just for health information. You're here because you believe, or at least hope, that it's not too late. That your eyes can still see clearly. That your memory can still return. That your body, even now, can still heal. And you're right. I've spent 3 decades working with older adults. Some in their 60s. Others in their 80s. Who thought they had lost too much to recover. Too many forgotten names. Too many blurred moments. Too many instances of feeling like the world was slipping away. But I've witnessed how the smallest daily choices can change everything. A glass of carrot juice in the morning. Beet juice in the afternoon, to wake the brain. Blueberry juice before bed, to help neurons rest and rebuild. Spinach juice, to feed focus and visual function during the day. It's not a quick fix. But it is momentum. And that's often all your body needs. A little help. Given consistently. With care. So if today is the day you decide to try, even just 1 juice, even just 1 change, then you've already done something powerful. Because the truth is this. Your brain and your vision haven't given up on you. They're just waiting for you to give them what they need. And it starts with what you pour into your glass. Thank you for your time today. If this information provided value, knowledge, hope, or a new perspective, I would appreciate if you would engage with this content and share it with someone you care about. If you want more evidence-based approaches to maintaining cognitive and visual health after 60, consider following this channel. We release new content weekly, always designed for people prioritizing healthy aging. Please share in the comments. Have you tried any of these beverages? Which one interests you most? Let's keep learning. Let's keep supporting our health. And above all, let's keep believing that our best years can still be ahead. This is Dr. James Porter. Until next time, stay well and stay curious.